So I want to talk about carousels. Ever since TikTok introduced the ability to share photos, it has been pushing those types of content across the platform. When it comes to design, carousels are typically frowned upon. And there's this website called shouldiuseacarousel.com that summarizes some of the main reasons why a carousel isn't recommended. Okay, but first, can we appreciate how the website starts off with a carousel? I think this is just completely ironic and I love it. So one of the biggest problems is that carousels pose accessibility issues for keyboard and screen reader users. This might be a little confusing, but stay with me. When I was building an interface for screen reader users, what happens is that they had to navigate with a keyboard, and you had to really think about the keyboard focus order. Because the focus starts off at the top of any web page. And if there was a carousel, once the keyboard focus landed on the carousel, the keyboard user has to have control over the carousel navigation buttons. And you're probably wondering, if it's all images in the carousel, how would they even understand just by the keyboard? This is where they depend on the alt text. And since the majority of keyboard users tend to be people who are visually impaired, they wouldn't have the ability that sighted users have to just skip the carousel entirely. They have to use the navigation in order to realize that a carousel exists in the first place. Those reasons heavily apply to non-touch devices. So imagine you're on Time's website and you're not on a tablet or a mobile phone where you interact with a touch screen. So most likely you would have to use a mouse or a cursor, and you have to click these buttons. And trying to swipe with a cursor only makes it 10 times worse. But the general consensus is that if you do use a carousel, do make sure it can be swiped. But also, beware that on iOS, swiping actions would lead to a back button. Nevertheless, it's exciting to see that TikTok's carousel is slightly different, because at the end of the carousel, you would land on the creator's profile. And while that is unexpected, I think it's also a really genius way to get the viewer to land on the creator's profile, which I think is what TikTok is mostly trying to do. Let me know what you think.